Enjoy the evening. When we're home in South Africa, 100 rand will buy us basically fast food dinner. If I get 100, if I add 10 more rand to it, that gives me basically the cheeseburger and fries and drink for both of us. Or it gives us a really nice plate of some fish and chips next to the grocery. And then we have $100 Jamaican, which will, as some of you know, might buy a cup of coffee. Currently, this is worth 74 cents US as of Friday's. This is $6.85 US. But how do we treat this money? What's it really worth to us? Is there value to it? I have value to it just because I know I will get back to South Africa, and that will give me something to eat at the airport when I get there. I hope to get back to Jamaica. I wanted to go this way. It just didn't happen. Maybe that might help, like, to the border or something at the airport. But do I walk onto it, do I hold it? Or is it something I get? You know, I grew up with Wesleyan values on it. That you earn as much as you can. So you can save as much as you can. So that you can give as much as you can. Proverbs 11:24 says, one gives freely, it grows all the richer. Another withholds what he should give and suffers only want. There's a dozen different proverbs out there about money. But we've heard the parable of the Good Samaritan in Luke 10. It goes back to this proverb, actually, in a way. He had money. That Samaritan had the money that he used to help a stranger. Now he helped them. They didn't sustain him. But he was able to reach into his pocket and help and alleviate the need. In Matthew 25, Jesus says, when I was hungry, I needed clothes, I was sick, I was in prison. Whatever you did for the least of these, you did for me. But he didn't say anything about feed, clothe, and house them for the rest of their lives. He said, meet the need. We are stewards of the blessings God has bestowed on us. No matter how much he's given each of us, according to his will, remember, he gives each of us. We have to respond to that. Jesus gave several parables about being good stewards. Whatever it is we have. We hear in Matthew 25 the parable of the talents. And I will give a little, the short note of it. Man went on a journey. He was quite wealthy. Called 3 of his servants in, gave 1 10 talents, 1 5 talents, 1 talent, and he left. When he came back, he met with all of them. And as he received each of them, and they came to see him, came forward. The one who had 5 talents came forward, bringing 5 more, saying, Master, you delivered me 5 talents, and here I have 5 more. And his master said, well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a little, I'll set you over much. Enter into the joy of your master. And so came the one with 2 talents, and he said, Master, you gave me 2 talents, here I have made 2 more. And the master said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little, and I will set you over much. And then he received the one who had a single talent. Now this guy knew that guy that handed him the stuff. And he said, I went and hid your talent in the ground. Here's what's yours. And the master answered him, you wicked and lazy servant. You know, oh, did I make money with my money? You ought to have at least invested it with the bankers, and at my coming I should have received what was my own with interest. So take the talent from him, give it to the one who has 10. And for everyone who has more will be given, and he will have an abundance. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. And cast that worthless servant into the outer darkness, in the place where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. We are called to be stewards of our blessings. But that sounds like a really good, cute story. But do you know how much a talent is? Follow this. It makes it a whole new story. Talent weighs about 75 pounds. So we're not talking something small. We're talking something very large. It weighs 6,000 denarii. Denarii is a day's wages. 16 and a half years worth of wages. And at $96 take-home pay, that's somewhere around $576,000 for one. So you can see here, he actually gave the one guy over $5 million, if we want to think about it. He actually gave him 165 years worth of wages. It was all freely given, too. There was no requirement put on to what was handed to each of these three people. It was handed to them. The one who had 5 had 82 years worth of wages. Does that now make it a whole different story? God, he says the master, but God blesses us. God blesses us with things to be responsible for, and when we show our faithfulness, he shows it. If we're unfaithful with it, where did we go wrong? Did we make a bad choice? We need to seek his forgiveness on that choice. Faithful with a little and faithful for much. You know there's 4 kids in Sunday school this morning? Okay. Today, that's only 40 kids, and we're looking for more teachers. But we have to be faithful when we have 1 child in Sunday school. We have to be faithful when we have 4 in Sunday school. We have to be faithful when we have 24 in Sunday school. Yes. Let's put that burden on this church. Now I'll caution you that God did foresee a potential problem with the hearts of men. He wrote the 10th commandment that said, do not covet. Jesus, actually ahead in the line ahead of where I started his story, said, take care and be on your guard against all covetousness, for one's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions. So we're to be content with what we have, but we have to take responsibility for it. The parable should be a motivator to each of us of how we are to be financial stewards of God's money. We've talked about the tithing thing. We hear it here, there, and elsewhere, and in every church. And let's put it this way, a lot of Protestant churches right now, they're doing their stewardship campaigns about people pledging money for next year's operating expenses of the church. And, I've been there, know all about it. And on the Sunday morning, if you ask them, well, is it 10% of my gross pay or 10% of my take-home pay? that I'm supposed to be given? You ask the question, you missed the point. You were sleeping through the Gospels. It all belongs to God. It's all His. But He lets you keep 90%. Think about that. It's not, I have to give 10%. It's, I give God 10%, but He lets me keep the other 90%. For the young people, now's the time, as you start your lives and careers and jobs, to get into the habit that some of us older ones didn't do, where 1/10 goes off to God, 1/10 goes off to savings, retirement, and then you work with the rest. It's a great way to work. When you get raises at work, remember God. And on Sunday mornings, do you give to God's work and or support the church? I like the electronic form. It works really good. I don't have to remember the money or the envelope. But if you feel you can't give, have you discussed that with God? Or are you having a struggle of faith? It is. It's a struggle. Know all about it. Go back and reread the Gospels. God promised to take care of you. Been there, done that, seen that, lived it. It's in here. Jesus told example upon example of how God cares for all of His creation. He clothes the lilies of the field. How much more so important are you? The birds of the air are fed. How much more important are you? But don't ever say your giving doesn't matter because it is so small. Now, we have a bunch of people who haven't heard Pastor Paul and I talk about Day Spring Children's Village over in South Africa, where we're missionary. But theirs is a story of faith and daily bread and classrooms built without money in the bank. Just quickly, about how small a gift. 22,000 bricks at 50 cents a brick. 20 windows at $160. 460 panes of glass at $2 a piece. 4 doors at $3.50. 2,800 roof tiles at $5. The building was moved into 15 months after thanking God for the building He was about to build. Now, one door was a family giving up 2 Christmas gifts at the suggestion of one of the children. It doesn't take much. It really doesn't. 50 cents. Sometimes that's what we have in our pocket. That built a building to God's glory. Because His economy is different than ours. Yes. He is faithful if we are faithful. We have to take that step towards Him. Whether it be with funds, whether it be with our time with our children, whether it be time studying, whether it be any other commitment. We have to remember it's His. In this church, we collect up with small change the world. If you're struggling financially with God, I recommend you find a church that's offering this Financial Peace University thing. It's 9 weeks. It gives you power over your money. To be a good steward that God calls you to be. Remember that text from Matthew 25? Well, maybe you need work. You need help. Somebody to help guide you as to how to handle that money. How to make that. How to work with use God's principles to get it to grow. Paul and I have been dirt poor. We've worked at minimum wage. She went through corporate downsizing and was out the door. I walked out of a job after 11 years, rather than either the owner or I being in jail or the hospital. Yeah! I had an interesting life about that. We did go through a furlough and lost 20% of our income for a while. Made some dumb money choices. But you know, we didn't stay down. We applied the gifts and talents that God gave us. Engaged resources that were biblically based to build a stable life. We have decent jobs today because God manipulated all of that to happen. And our house has pretty much been overhauled and repaired. But we have faith in God to meet our needs. We have wants, but we know He'll meet our needs. We have to manage the resources, so whatever that resource is He gives us, we can't squander or waste. And we must always be ready to give as the Spirit directs. Paul and I know that too well. He says, give, we give, because He said it. By the way, this is my money, I'm on to you. Paul said in his second letter to the Corinthians in chapter 9. The point is this. Whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly. Whoever sows bountifully will also reap bountifully. Each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. And God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that having all sufficiency in all things at all times, you may abound in every good work. I'll conclude that out with Paul's letter to Timothy, 1 Timothy 6:17. He admonished Timothy to the congregation. As for the rich in this present age, charge them not to be haughty, nor to set their hopes on the uncertainty of riches, but on God who richly provides us with everything to enjoy. They are to do good and to be rich in good works, to be generous and ready to share, thus storing up treasure for themselves as a good foundation for the future, so that they may take hold of that which is truly life. So, my friends, can you join with me and with others to be free from the insecurity of this world of wealth and possessions? Can you step forward and trust in the security of God? Trust His economy. Trust His ability to provide for the needs, whatever they be. It's not about having money. Money's not a bad thing. But are you chasing that dollar? Or are you honoring God that it's His money to do something with? Even if He says use it on yourself, are you honoring God with it? Like, have you given your life to Christ? It helps you clear up all of these matters as to focus. I asked Beverly if she has it, if we can join in this very old hymn. It's been re-sung by a lot of people. I surrender all. Most people in this world don't understand the idea of giving it all. Giving up the control, giving up. But if we listen to God, it all comes out just right. He created it just right. Adam and Eve messed it up. A couple others messed it up since then. But we will. You got it. The other one. Oh, I'm different. Just because I went backwards.